Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So today we're going to take some inspiration from Carol Laws. She sent me this lovely journal, and if you haven't seen Carol and I making a journal for each other using my Holmes Carol's Case digital download, we both have videos on that. I have a playlist where you can watch mine, and I'm not sure if Carol has a playlist, but it was very recent, so you'll be able to find the videos very easily. But anyway, she made this beautiful journal for me, and I want to make one of these fun little like envelope sort of pockets that she made to go inside. So I am making it for my Steampunk fantasy digital download. I decided this will be the last journal I make in the long format for a little bit, not like forever, but I'm going to make another long journal, and then I'm going to make my Alice in Wonderland journal in the regular, like 8.5 by 11, this landscape format instead of portrait, okay? So that helps me decide which way I wanted to make this Steampunk Fantasy Journal. But this pocket, I think, will work great with the 8.5 by 11 landscape. So that's what we're going to do to make the pocket. So I've taken 2 sheets of paper, 8.5 by 11, and glued them together. This right here that I got ink all over, that walnut ink is just following me around and haunting me, I'm telling you. It's just, I got it everywhere yesterday, and yeah, I'm just making a mess. But anyways, I've glued 2 sheets of paper together. This one is scrapbook paper from a paper pad I have, and then this is from the kit. So the first thing we're going to do is cut it to size, and this measures, I always do it the wrong way. This is 8 3/4, so we're going to cut it at 8 3/4. And I'm not sure, I think we'll cut the gentleman off, and he can be our tag because he's got a lower spot. So we're gonna put this at 8 3/4. Cut our gent off. Wait, I hope I'm not chopping him. Oh, good. I was worried, like right through his face. I chose the piece of paper where they were kind of at the farthest extremes of the page, because I just figured that would give me the best chance at capturing them instead of cutting them in half or something. And then it measures this way. Sorry, I had a total brain malfunction there. 7 1/4. So 8 3/4 by 7 1/4 is what you need for your paper for this. And I can't remember if Carol made this one on camera. She may have, so definitely she's the OG on that, so not my idea. So we're just copying. We're copying. Okay, so there's our piece of paper, and the piece that we have left over isn't really big enough. I kind of want to do the bigger pocket like she's done, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then we need to score it. First score mark, because I won't do it right if it's like 2 1/8. So let's see what we got here. So how y'all doing? I didn't even ask. Rude. Real rude, Amy. Yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you're all doing good. Ooh, 2 1/8 is gonna be like, is that the right? Did I measure that right? Because that does not seem. It really kind of is, isn't it? 2. It's like right between 3/4. Oh, and 5/8. Oh, 2 3/4. Yeah, that's a little different. What was I doing? I can't measure. I'm telling you guys, I do not math. My brain and math are like, no. 2 3/4 is much better. We don't want to like put a fold in her nose. That would not be fun. And then the next one, we'll just do it this way because I can't be trusted with the ruler, obviously. The next one is 5 7/8. 5 7/8. Maybe. 5 7/8. Okay. Hopefully I did that correctly. And then you have that whole sort of tri-fold effect, right? And I'm going to do some inking because I see some white where the paper is showing, but that's not a big deal. It's easy to fix. So thank you to Carol for this wonderful idea. She does come up with loads of them. So if you don't watch Carol Laws, I know most of you do because you've, said, please go over and subscribe because she really does make beautiful journals and always has new kind of fun, flippy, like pocket ideas and all that. So she's always coming up with something new, which is very fun. I don't know how she does it. I mean, I go through phases where I can come up with some new ideas, and then other times it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. That did not get glued 100%, but I'm going to stitch around it, so I'm not that worried about that. But if you are just going to glue and you don't want to stitch, just make sure you get that glued good because you don't want it to end up peeling apart or something. That would not be very fun. So there we go. And of course we got my spots of ink, so I think I'm just going to kind of purposefully make some spots so that those seem intentional. Yeah, I re-inked my walnut stain distress oxide, and I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen, but the ink like just sat on top. It didn't like sink into the ink pad, and I know that usually means you need a new ink pad because it's like it's not accepting the ink. But anyway, it all sort of went into the little well there, and then I sprayed it with some Distress Refresh. And so no matter how many times I clean that out, it just seems like it's just a mess. So I got ink everywhere. But I want to use that for this journal because I feel like it goes well. Oh, I'll show you guys the cover I've been working on. So this was just like some kind of, it's not canvas like I did with Carol's journal because I wanted it a little bit thinner. So this is just like a cream colored cotton. Maybe linen-y cotton, and I just had it in all my junk. But anyway, I sprayed it with the walnut stain distress oxide first, and I let that dry overnight. And I did multiple layers, added tea, really strong tea, like I've been doing, and then let it dry overnight. And then I went back in today and I've done like, it's still soaking wet, but it's like the Faded Jeans Distress Oxide, a couple of different purples, a little pinkish color. A lot of the green is just coming from the blue and the kind of brown. So yeah, that's all just coming through on its own. So it'll be interesting to see once it's all dry what it's going to look like. So I'll set that back over here. And then we will continue on here. And we need, like I said, a little pocket. We need to cut this gent down because he doesn't need to be that tall. So let's cut that. I think I'll use my cutter because otherwise I'll cut him crooked. I'll probably still cut him crooked, but you know. We'll cut a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom because I like the top and the bottom. So let's see. What did I say this was? My goodness, my brain. Me brain. I just need a little bit. Right to his little, not little, big adornment there. That'll work. Yeah, that should be good. For our pocket. And then we need some papers to put over on this side, and I've always got plenty of that kind of thing around. Scrap-orama around here. I've had people say, oh, I wish I could go through your scraps. It's like, yeah, I do too, because then, you know, you could take some with you and put them out of my hair. And I know I just need to go through them and, like, make grab bag type things or something, but me and time, we ain't pals, let me tell you. I swear every day I feel like I think it should be like 1 o'clock and it's like 4:30. It's like, yeah, wait. How is that possible? So, yeah, like I said, we ain't pals. But I'm very excited because my son is coming for spring break. I know, hard to believe it's spring break because around here it's just snow and yuck. But that's what my husband said. He's like, he's coming already for spring? Does it look like spring to you? I'm like, well, you know, they just do the calendar. They don't look at the weather and say, oh, not spring yet, so you guys can't go yet. But yeah. So I'm just going to use all kinds of paper that I have. And this is my Alaska wallpaper. These are images. If you don't know, if you haven't heard, if you have, I apologize. But just try to keep everybody in the loop, you know. When my husband and I went to Alaska in August, we went to this little town. And I don't remember which one it was now off the top of my head. But anyhow, we went on a brothel tour. In this old west town, mostly just because we wanted to walk all over the town, you know, and that was just one of the ways to do it and get some of the history. So anyways, one of the buildings we went into was a brothel, and they still had like all the old wallpaper on the walls, and this is kind of thick, but I really like that. Let me see if I have a thinner version. I just have scraps over here, or you know, like these half sheets of paper that I dye. I keep them right next to me so that I can use them whenever. I might still put a piece of this just because I like it, because it could be used in the journal. Yeah, so we went into a brothel. Like I said, all the original wallpaper still in there, of course, in, you know, horrible conditions, but anyway, it was just great for photographs. I love taking photographs like that where it's just they image real close like that. I love to do, like, I also took pictures of a train depot and the numbers on the train, just all that kind of stuff, because if you come in real close on those, it just makes a neat photograph when that's like the whole photograph, you know. I'm sure y'all have done that. But anyway, so that's what I did. That's how I got the Alaska wallpaper. That's from our trip to Alaska, which I highly recommend. If you ever get a chance to take a cruise to Alaska, do it. And do the excursions, because, I mean, we didn't do all of them because obviously that gets expensive, but we did do a few. We did a hike that was really awesome. We did a zip line that was really fun. And that tour, very interesting, you know, for the history of it all. And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I highly recommend it. If you can do that, do it. Because it's very, very much worth it. I enjoyed it immensely. My new favorite way to travel is all I'm going to say, because it required no driving by us, fighting over directions, all that. You guys know. Catching airplane. I mean, we had to, yes, get airplane and all that, but I just mean, it wasn't that, like, trying to move from one city to the next. Oh, we got to get checked into the hotel by this time. I mean, just all the stuff. You guys know. So I highly recommend it if you can do it, because yeah, it was very fun. So what I'll do is stitch those together like Carol did, but I'll do all the stitching at one time. So we got our little notepad. So now we need, and we got our tag. So now we need a pocket for right here. So let's see, do I have any goodies that could work? I put Carol's little bits that she gave me because I thought these dragonflies especially would be cool with this kit. So eventually we will probably be using those. Oopsie. Did not mean to shake the whole thing. I do love those dragonflies. I could make, it's a little narrow for a pocket. Let me see what else I got here. I think everything I have, I think I'll just have to use a piece of the paper. I could probably get like a pocket out of that, maybe. So we're gonna tear off the kitty cat. Been working on the Alice in Wonderland, and it's pretty much gotten to the done point, I think. Let me know what you guys think. I'm having trouble with the orientation portrait. So I'm wondering if you guys prefer portrait or landscape, which direction. I'm pretty positive I'm going to do landscape because I already have those pages done. But I can't decide whether I really need to have both or if I'm good with just landscape. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. I mean, if you're really dying for one in portrait, then you know what? I know I'm going to do that crooked, so I'm going to cut it. Because I can already tell I'm going to do it crooked. But yeah, so let me know, because I would like to know what your thoughts are on the whole portrait landscape thing. It's going to be too wide still. I don't know where my other roller went at the moment, so I'm kind of winging it here. Well, there's the stuffy nosed cat. Did you get out of bed finally? I heard you getting under Theron's bed this morning. Silly goose. He likes it under there. Nobody can get him under there. I'm going to have to put this on something else to thicken it up because I don't want it to get torn. And Carol did a piece of vellum over the top. I think I'm not going to do that. That still seems crooked. It is crooked. Oh my goodness. Here, let me see. I also thought a minute ago, I wonder if one of these would fit. Ooh, they do. I think I'm going to use one of those. Which one? Carol sent me these too. I have one of these things, but I always forget to use it. I don't know why. I kind of like that. So I think I'll do that. After I cut that piece of paper all up. Yep, that's me. That's what I do. And then I'm going to just glue the 3 edges. That way you could put something in behind, but you can also use all those. So for now, I'm just going to put him in the back, and then I'll figure out what else I want to put in those spots. Thank you, Carol. Came in handy. I guess maybe if I cut some of these out and had them cut out already, I'd probably use them more. I just don't because they're not cut out. I'm lazy like that. So yeah, I don't know why. I was trying to orient those to landscape last night because to portrait last night because I already have them oriented landscape. And there's, I mean, some of them will, fine. But other ones, it's like I can't get the images right. Because a lot of them are cut out of other backgrounds and things. And I don't know. It's hard to explain. But it was being difficult. Okay, that works. So this will just pop in behind. So that was very awesome to have those already cut out. Did I cut that one right? I'm telling you. I think so. Key. And I will put a tab on this and all of that fun stuff. And I'm going to go stitch this. And I have no idea. We'll find other goodies, because this is always interesting. If there's stuff in these, then you don't have to thread the tag in there like that. Oh, that's still just, yeah, that's all right. Okay, let me see. What do I have in my little bowl? Because we do have in this kit some of these, and these will get backed. So we'll do this kind of thing. This is a different gentleman. I love that owl. Oh, here's those. So let's put this one here. I love the owl, love the dragonflies. Gentleman. Like I said, I will back all those so they're not just that way. And then some flowers. Do we have one more small-ish tag floating about? Oh, yep. Gears and cogs and whatnot. So see, you can put all kinds of stuff in there. And then we'll stitch this up here. And that will be that. I don't think I need to do a ton of decorating. I do need to find a tab to put there. Will these fit on there? Yeah, I think I will put one of those on there, because I do like that. And this will get used somewhere, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, there's the lady. And we could also put flower or something on there. Smaller. I feel like I need to put a piece of paper over there that is from the kit. I like those flowers, I think. I can put this crazy looking clock in here. That will work. And I do think I need something from the kit over here. So we'll put the cat. The birdie's going to get a little bit torn, because otherwise it's not going to fit. Are people seriously like doing lawn work? Oh, maybe they're just leaf blowing. The leaves just never end. I know it's like the middle of, well, actually we're moving into spring, but I think the leaves would be gone. They're not. It just never ends around here with that. They just blow and blow and blow. Round and swirl. I'm sorry, birdie. Sad days for you, buddy. Okay. We'll do that. Yeah, I like that. It just needs that. And then you can write on this part over here. So, very nice. And I'm going to do this about here. I'm just going to tear it. I'm not worried. So then these pieces of paper can also be used wherever, you know, wherever you decide in the kit or in the journal words. yeah, pretty soon it'll be, everybody will start mowing their lawns. Hard to believe, right? I know there's a lot of places that are going to be dealing with snow for a very long time. It's crazy. I don't know if any of you have seen pictures of Sierra Nevada, well, California side, Sierra Nevada mountains. It's more on the California side is what I'm saying. But they're just getting completely walloped. They're supposed to get 5 more feet this week, and they already have like 16 feet of snow. I know I mentioned that yesterday too, but I'm just mind boggled because I keep seeing photos and I can't even imagine. Like all the way up to their roofs, and then their roofs have 16 feet on top of them. I don't know, it's nuts. It's like, yeah, Snowmageddon for sure. Oh, there's my glue stick. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. If you were wondering what in the world is she doing now, I'm just looking around aimlessly. I don't know which way this is supposed to go because it doesn't really have real numbers. It's kind of just random. But we'll put it like that and hope it looks right. That's where it's going. Okay, so I'm going to go sew, and then I will come back and show you guys what I came up with. Okay, so our inspiration is from Carol Laws. So here's Carol's. I think hers is much tidier than mine. And then mine, I did add the dragonfly. I forgot to do that before I switched off. But then here's our pad of paper, our gentleman, the tag stitched around. I don't want to take it out because it's a pain to put back in. And then all the little bits, which I didn't back yet, but I will definitely do that. So there they are. And thank you so much, Carol, for the fantastic idea and the first piece of ephemera that will go in my steampunk fantasy journal. So anyways, I hope you guys make one because they're super fun, and we will chat again soon. Love you guys. Bye now.